exciting for reporter Stefan Peiner from Munich, a ride as a passenger with a rally legend. The tall editor barely only gets his long legs into the cockpit. Thrill for one person, for Peter Hansel, another driving test. Full throttle through the vineyards.
To drive with Stefan is a lot of fun. He drives corners like straights, the straight lines like curves. It is unbelievable, but still, I was in safe hands. And it is an incredible kick, speed, and thrust. There's 300 horsepower and 600 Newton meters of torque, which are sent to the transmission. You feel how the car moves forward. Just incredible. Well done, Stefan. Thank you. It was a great pleasure for me.
The journalist experienced absolutely professional driving skills and long-lasting emotions.
It was so tight in there, I barely got in. But when you sit in there and are buckled, it is still tighter than an airplane. It's like a very safe cage. It was awesome. A roller coaster is nothing in comparison. I've driven a few cars, but that was awesome. Stefan was driving like in the race. That was my impression. Sometimes I thought we would fly out. We didn't fly out because I was with one of the best drivers in the world.
Only a few weeks to Dakar 2012, and Stefan Peter Hansel is convinced with the Mini and its successful use in one of the toughest races in the world.
I think the car is ready to win the next Dakar. The car is able to win the next Dakar because the performance level is very high, and but we never know. The Dakar is very long race, not easy race, complicated race, and everything can happen. But I think the car is now with a very good level, so I hope that it will be possible to win with the Mini Countryman.
And indeed, the conditions for the X-Ray team seem to be very good. Volkswagen has ended its involvement in the Dakar, so one serious competitor is now missing. The 2012 Dakar Rally begins in Argentina, passes across the Andes to Chile, and finishes in Lima, Peru. The X-Raid group is as big as ever, 10 service trucks and 2 race trucks as local support. Every car has a team consisting of 3 mechanics which can change all types of spare parts at any time. Every Mini has a service truck appointed. The target is clearly defined. Yeah, that's the attraction, to manage it all by yourself, with your own team, own drivers. It's a great challenge there. Now this is definitely the time that we want to win the 2012 Dakar. Unlike in Africa, there is a huge enthusiasm amongst the spectators in South America. The prelude in Argentina has sand tracks, gravel roads, and in the end even a few dunes. A really good start for the Minis with first and third places. After the second stage, Peter Hansel takes the lead in the overall standings.
Yes, you know, today, yes, the first part of the stage was very fast, the speed was good, but at the end it's okay. After 2 stages, I'm first overall, with not a big advantage, only 2 minutes and a half. It's like nothing for the Dakar, but it's better to be in this position, sure.
The opponents of Peter Hansel are the South African Geniel de Villiers in the Toyota, the The American Robbie Gordon, who stands out in the 450 horsepower Hummer not only because of the color of his car and his driving style, as well as last year's winner Nasser Al Attiyah, a full-throttle professional from Qatar, also in a Hummer. One opponent for all is the extensive heat in the cockpit.
So inside the car, the temperature is between 50 and 60, and it's really hot. So it's not easy for the body. Today it was okay because the stage was not really long, but it was enough for the second stage.
Halftime and rest day in Copiapo, Chile. Finally time to relax and unwind from the stresses of strenuous 4,000 kilometers. In the pits of the X-Ray team, the service team repairs 5 Minis and 3 BMW X3s. The mechanics have 1 day and 2 nights to do this. One reason for the success of X-Ray? The sophisticated logistics and good organization. A look at the service truck which supports Nani Roma's Mini.
As you can see in the Dakar organization is half the battle. Anyone looking for parts at night and who isn't organized and tidy loses half the time. On the label you can see what's inside. I'll open up a box here. Front and rear brake pads and discs as well. As you can see, properly marked, packaged well, so that the technicians can quickly find the parts that they need at night. Then we take out yet another, electric Mini, for example. There are also lists on which it states what can be found where and what is in each box. Here is a headphone if the driver loses his headphones in the desert. A replacement battery, we see intercoms. Every part of the car is here at least once. Brakes and materials that wears several times. We have now some of the tires on board. We couldn't take all the tires because otherwise we wouldn't have room for the other materials. By halftime, we have the tires from Nani Roma. 8 rows marked in packs of 6 marked with sensors are also fixed. Important to get over the Andes.
Das ist ganz wichtig in Argentinien, Chile, die Straßen über die Anden.
For the mechanics of the X-Ray team, the Dakar is perhaps even harder than for the drivers, because they have to go to the next stage point to build the bivouac, talk to the pilots about the technical problems, and then at night to do the repairs to the vehicle every day. And that for about 2 weeks. Extreme sleep deprivation.
And then we go deep into the night. My day goes from morning at 5 a.m. until 2 a.m. We use every free minute to sleep. If you then set up camp and the driver is not there yet, or composite parts are not there, then somewhere you lay down on a mat. You will fall asleep, guaranteed. One utilizes every moment to sleep. For me, the Dakar, I was inspired by my boss 20 years ago. It is an addiction. One doesn't participate in the Dakar for financial reasons. You do it for emotional reasons. You either do it and don't ask questions, or you say, I don't like it. Someone once told me, there are 2 people in Dakar, the ones that do it and curse and will never return, and the others who can never get away from it. I am one of the latter.
Driver Robbie Gordon is also a Dakar fanatic who comes closer to the Frenchman in the overall standings. At times he is only 6 minutes behind. But after a mistake, he gets stuck in the sand and is later disqualified for illegal tuning. Also, this is the Dakar. Now the way is clear for Stefan Peterhansel. The X-Ray driver has a head start over the other teams through a mishap by Robbie Gordon's. The only serious competitor is teammate Nani Roma in the yellow Mini, with a gap of about half an hour. Still, no reason for Peterhansel to take his foot off the gas in the last stage. The drive to the finish line for Mr. Dakar. His 10th overall victory is perfect. Again, he writes history. This makes Stefan Peterhansel the most successful Dakar participant of all time.
It's already a great feeling, you know, because it's not working during 15 days, it's working during all the day, 4 days victory. with the Team X-Ray, we did a lot of testing in Morocco, we did a lot of training, we developed a car during all the year, so this is not only 15 days of work, it's 1 year of work, and now this is the main goal is here. We do it, so it's really a fantastic day for me.
The results from the perspective of the X-Ray team: 8 stage wins with 4 different drivers. Of these, only 3 stage wins for Mr. Dakar. For Team Manager Quant, a milestone.